So if we went back to the beginning of Denver, 1859, there was no LGBT community because that term didn't exist.
At the time, it was thought psychologically that gay people, or what we term queer people, were an intermediate or third sex, not simply as gay or as homosexual, but as Uranian. People thought that there was actually more of a sexual plurality instead of a sexual binary. It's since changed quite a bit.
LGBT is more in vogue right now. Generally speaking, it stands for
Lesbian,
gay,
bisexual.
T is transgender.
A lot of people now use LGBTQ, so they add on queer onto the end of that, because not everybody identifies with one of those former 4 categories.
I use LGBT because that's the community with which I identify, but I know a lot of people who simply say queer.
The word queer is an umbrella word. It was used against gay people from the 1950s on. There are people who lived through being called queer and being made fun of for many, many years and still harbor scars and trauma from that. In the 1980s and 1990s and 2000s, the word queer was sort of taken back by activists in New York and given back to the language.
There's a whole bunch of letters that can be added to it, and it really just depends on who you're talking to and how they identify.
I consider LGBT an alliance.
LGBT status is something that should be protected.
The terms we use have changed, the respect has changed, and we have, as a state and as a nation, become more aware of the men and women of our community who are LGBT but who contribute so much to who we are. We are all part of the same community. We are all part of the same American nation.
People are still learning. They'll always keep learning, and Colorado was at the forefront of a lot of this.